Excellent. So we've established some defensive parameters to just like not get strangled from that front headlock situation. So now let's go into some of the sweep options from there. And really, as we covered on Monday, what we want to think about most often from a front headlock situation is going to be utilizing the sit through, right? In essence, it kind of makes very intuitive sense because in order for me to, like, if you think of it like this, is grab an invisible opponent in a front headlock, please. Is in order for Mike to keep his hands in clasp, if I put any force in this direction, he's either going to fall on his face or his shoulder, or he's going to let go in post. He's inherently vulnerable to that in this situation, right? So the reason why I am not able, or the reason why I say like he's not falling over in general, so you lock that invisible front headlock, is that I have my whole body in the way. The sit through accomplishes two objectives. So actually, you can just chill. But wouldn't it be funny if I was drilling a separate thing and I was just like, just stay there, It's just like, I don't know why I'm in this. It doesn't seem like it applies, but okay. But anyway, if you think about the sit-through, especially from this context, and I'll talk about the mechanics of this in a moment, is I'm creating two things at once. One is I'm taking myself out of the equation. So if like Mike is in front of me and the thing that's keeping him from tipping forward is me, then I'm now not there anymore, right? If here's the line of where Mike is, once I sit through, I'm off the line, like I'm gone from in front of that line, right? Secondly, in order for me to switch my hips forward, I must kind of tilt my shoulders backward, like inherently it's a rotation. So not only do I escape from the positioning that I was in, where I was in front of him and serving as essentially the kickstand for him, but I'm also generating force in the very direction he's most vulnerable. So that's why even if it's something as simple as, you put your knees on this line? Even if it's something as simple as him having the front headlock, right, me stepping up this side, getting this underhook and spearing that half part through, it's like, let's say we slow that down, let's go back. And get back to both knees. In order for him, like at this point, once I shoot my hips forward, as my hips go forward, my shoulders go backward. So he's going to have to make a choice. He's either going to commit to holding onto my neck, and what I'm going to aim to do is make his forehead touch the ground, which makes it very unstable. Or, so we go back, he is going to release and post, which gets me out of that front headlock and allows me the opportunity to start working my half guard. So very much just at the very baseline premise of the thing, just by sitting through in a straight line forward, I distribute his weight in a compromising way. So let's start out with the second one. So that one's pretty much there, and we practiced that in the last technique as well. All that is he has the front headlock on the side that he's over my arm. I get that underhook. I step that same foot up, and then I slide through. Now let's talk about the mechanics of this for a second. The number one thing that's going to kill you, not literally, it's not like cigarettes, but like the number one biggest mistake you can make from this sit-through situation. Sit-throughation. Okay, that's the last one. I'm really sorry, everyone. It's my last Wednesday class for a week, guys. So, I guess like 2 weeks. Anyway, is trying to lift yourself up too high. So you're here, let's say you got the front headlock, and you're trying to do stuff, and you start like propping up like way high. This is not super realistic, and I'm not super stable. If Mike here lifts my armpit to the ceiling and dumps my head to the ground, I'm getting rolled over, right? I cannot start trying to raise up because I start compromising my own stability. My sit-through has to imagine, so what I want you guys to think about is, like in the science fiction movie where like they're like on the spaceship and they're like, they're getting chased by the stormtroopers, and then like the door's coming down and it's like, you gotta go through the door, and they gotta slide under the door. That's what you're doing, okay? The stormtroopers are chasing you, the alarm bells are going off, and you gotta slide under that door. So I'm not here and going, that shit ain't gonna work. All right, you're gonna get hit by the damn door and then chop off your legs. Now you're just sitting there and you're just like a problem now. They're like, what do we do with this guy? Do we like help him? It's like unethical to not.
You just shoot him dead. So
That's how you take down the empire, is like workers' compensation, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Just get them all tied up in
Draw it out in
litigation.
court.
Draw it out in court. Anyway, that would have been awesome if like the whole end of the first Star Wars is like they get up to the Death Star and they're just like, we'll see you in court. I'm like, really? And then that's it. Anyway, so again, slide doors coming. So I'm not raising all the way up. I'm here, I step, and I go under the space I already occupy. Okay? Does that make sense, guys? Furthermore, so how do we apply this universally? Well, let's do the second technique we did from Monday, because it's a little more applicable, and then we'll go into the details of a sweep in a minute. So, can I get you here? So, one way is underhook and sit through, and that's how we get this underhook half and reroll. If he has this front headlock, alternatively, I can apply the exact same principle, but instead of my leg going through the legs, my leg's going to go past the legs. So what I want to think about for this one, and usually the reason why I do this is if their base is really solid. So if I feel like I would try the next one we're going to do, and I wouldn't be able to roll in, or if I was trying to get my leg in between and I don't feel like I could get in there, then usually that means they're really strong up high, and their base is really solid. Usually they'll widen this out, and I don't feel like I can compromise their positioning. So, elbow wedges back. So you guys, can you see that movement, Lila?
Mm-hmm.
I grab the sleeve, and I pull in an elbow. Hi-ya! Right in the armpit. Then I post that hand. I'm going to turn and look through this hole. Hey, guys. Okay, step the foot up on that side. I'm posting on this other elbow. From here, same principle. I'm not trying to raise up because I tip me over. Right? By raising up, I kill my own stability. Tip me over. I'm solid. I go under the blast doors. Here. Do it. Try to stay on your knees as much as possible. So usually I'm here. At this point, I basically executed a switch. I have a couple different options. Number one, positionally, I just go through. Ear to his hip. Knee is going behind the knee. And then I replace and I circle. So invisible opponent, I'm here, boom, boom, boom. Very simple. Alternatively, let's go with that same alignment one more time. For here, front headlock, boom. Like I get this alignment. I don't need to hold onto his arm and try to stay stable on your knees. I sit through, boom, and then I attack this arm. I'm grabbing at the thumb. I'm going to make some adjustments here. And what I want, let me rotate your head towards the camera. What I want is to wedge the thumb in my two palms. So you guys see I'm holding water. Okay, I'm catching raindrops. My elbows pinch super tight. I cannot let these bow. Okay, super tight. Okay, I'm going to loosen up just to demonstrate this next principle. I make sure my shoulder blades are glued tight against his ribs. I don't allow myself, this is very important, I don't allow myself to drift down. That'll kill it. I am drifting my hips forward while I keep my shoulder blades pressed in. You can ask Mike, you feel the difference in that pressure. So holding the water, pinching the elbows, feet on the floor, shoulder blades glued, and then I just drag my butt across the floor like I'm a dog to get the arm bar. I'm here. That. Very simple. Do you want to see that, Mike?
Yeah.
Excellent. Let's see. Kev, I'll grab you fast. So one more time through all that. I feel like the half guard to sit through.
Yeah, that's right.
Got that right. So you got the front headlock. Can you grab this arm? I'm here. So the key here is this elbow has to clear. So if I just am stuck here, I might not have enough base to get there. So I like to grab the sleeve and chop high, and then when I post, you see like it helps me facilitate this angle. I have to keep my posture good, step up, sit through, and I'm here. So let's say you release, I just don't want you to fall forward. He might tip forward. So option one is I listen to his ribs, my knee finds his knee, and then I'm gonna replace that knee with this one, and I circle. Option two, do it one more time. I'm here, boom, boom. I chop, and then I use my body to break the grip, and I go after this arm. And then the finish cup the water, pinch the elbows, shoulder blades against his ribs, and scoot forward to finish it. So it's less like lifting the arm, and it's more like pinching everything in place and driving your hips forward. Does that make sense, guys? Excellent. Part of workout. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.